icy expanse surrounded by the vast Arctic Ocean. It's a realm that has captivated explorers, scientists, and dreamers' interest for centuries. The North Pole isn't a landmass, but rather a shifting point at the top of our planet, where all longitudinal lines converge. It's situated in the middle of the Arctic Ocean, encased by a dynamic, ever-changing ice sheet that fluctuates with the seasons. During the summer months, the ice thins and recedes, revealing dark, frigid waters, while in the winter it expands, creating a thick, frozen crust that can stretch for miles. This icy expanse isn't static, but in constant motion, driven by ocean currents and wind patterns, making the North Pole a challenging and elusive destination to actually reach. The climate of the North Pole is characterized by extremes. It's one of the coldest regions on Earth, as you can imagine, with winter temperatures plunging to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. During these frigid months, the pole is shrouded in complete darkness, a period known as polar night, which lasts for 6 months. This darkness is broken only by the faint glow of the aurora borealis, or northern lights, which dance across the sky in waves of green, pink, and purple, a phenomenon caused by charged particles from the sun colliding with the Earth's magnetic field. In contrast, the summer months bring a phenomenon known as the midnight sun, where the sun remains visible 24 hours a day. Even during this time, temperatures rarely rise above freezing, typically hovering right around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The North Pole's climate is a stark reminder of the harsh conditions that define the Arctic region, but it also offers scientists a unique window into the workings of our planet's climate systems. Geographically, the North Pole is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean, which is bordered by the landmasses of Eurasia and North America. Unlike Antarctica, which is a continent covered by a permanent ice sheet, the North Pole's ice is seasonal, floating on the ocean's surface. Beneath the ice lies the Arctic Ocean, one of the smallest and shallowest of Earth's oceans, but still a critical component of the global climate system. Snowy owls with their ghostly white plumage patrol the tundra, while gulls and auks nest along the edges of the ice. Even in this frigid environment, the delicate balance of life depends on the unique interplay of ice, ocean, and atmosphere. The ice acts as both a habitat perspective that science alone can't replicate. The Arctic is also a site of geopolitical interest. Beneath the icy waters of the North Pole lies the Arctic seabed, thought to be rich in untapped natural resources, including oil, natural gas, and rare minerals. As the ice recedes, previously inaccessible areas are opening up, creating opportunities for resource extraction and new shipping routes. The Northern Sea Route and the Northwest Passage, which were once treacherous and ice-locked, are becoming navigable for longer periods each year. These developments have sparked debates about sovereignty, environmental responsibility, and the ethics of exploiting one of the last relatively untouched regions on Earth. Yet, as economic opportunities emerge, so do profound environmental risks. The Arctic's ecosystems are fragile, finely tuned to the cold and reliant on the stability of the ice. Industrial activities, including drilling, shipping, and fishing, carry the potential for devastating consequences, from oil spills to habitat destruction. The disruption of these ecosystems would not only impact Arctic species, but would also ripple outward, affecting global biodiversity and the health of our oceans. Moreover, the melting ice poses a direct challenge to coastal communities worldwide. As Arctic ice diminishes, its ability to reflect sunlight weakens, and the darker ocean absorbs more heat. This accelerates warming, a feedback loop known as Arctic amplification. The resulting sea level rise threatens to inundate low-lying areas, displacing millions of people and reshaping coastlines. The Arctic, once seen as a remote and disconnected region, is now understood as deeply intertwined with the fate of the rest of the planet. Despite these challenges, there is reason for hope. International cooperation in the Arctic has demonstrated that even in a world fraught with political tensions, nations can come together to protect shared interests. The Arctic Council, an intergovernmental forum comprising Arctic states and indigenous organizations, serves as a model for collaboration. Through agreements on pollution prevention, shipping safety, and sustainable development, the Council strives to balance economic interests with environmental stewardship. Equally inspiring are the efforts of scientists and conservationists who work tirelessly to understand and protect the North Pole. From monitoring polar bear populations to studying the effects of microplastics in Arctic waters, their research shines a light on the region's vulnerabilities and resilience. Advances in technology such as remote sensing and autonomous underwater vehicles have made it possible to explore areas once considered unreachable, uncovering new insights and new solutions. Ultimately, the North Pole challenges us to rethink our relationship with the natural world. It reminds us of the interconnectedness of life and the delicate balance that sustains it. It asks us to look beyond our immediate horizons and consider the long-term consequences of our actions. And it calls upon us to act not out of fear, but out of a sense of shared responsibility for this extraordinary is it stable?